Fear is being priced into the market, and Bitcoin is potentially approaching the ultimate discount zone. This is where many don't see it coming. Many are assuming Bitcoin's going to zero, it's all over. When in fact, historically speaking, if Bitcoin comes any lower and approaches this ascending support line, this is where generational opportunities have presented themselves in the past. Now, breaking down this structure, Bitcoin has a major level of resistance that was created from December of 2017. Now, whenever Bitcoin rallies into this level of resistance, this is where it taps out and comes back down to support, which is where these reload zones actually sit. So in 2020, Bitcoin tapped this support zone. It was at 4K and it rallied up to near $70,000. This created the second point of major resistance. At this point, Bitcoin then placed a double top and retraced back down into the reload zone. Now, this is where the generational opportunity presented itself. In 2022, Bitcoin was at 18K. It retraced from $70,000 to 18K, and everybody thought it was going to zero. But the opposite happened. Bitcoin then marked a low and broke out to $126,000 in 2025. So what looked like fear in the past two cycles, when respecting this level of ascending support, was actually generational opportunity. Now, fast forward to 2025/6, Bitcoin is once again approaching the same support line. It's approaching the same reload zone that offered major opportunities in the past. So even if Bitcoin does come down and lose its 60K low and start retracing back down towards sort of 50 to 40K, it's a massive blessing in disguise. I think many weak hands would be shaken out, but this is where the opportunity would lie to look for that rally back up to resistance, and you're talking at near 200K targets. So historically speaking, if this reload zone is respected and Bitcoin does lose that low, by golly gosh, what an opportunity it would be. Now, let's zoom into the lower time frames. We're going to analyze Bitcoin on the 3-day chart. Bitcoin has been respecting a weekly order block. Now, this level sits at 65K. We've been analyzing this on the channel for quite some time. In fact, I think it was from early February. Now, Bitcoin does have these higher lows that are building over time, and every time we're tapping back on this trend line, the bulls are stepping back in. Now, we did have a major level of resistance from early February at 72K, but the bulls in early March actually secured a close above that prior high. So the bulls are showing strength, right? Now, we did see a close 3 days later, but it held a key level of support. And that key level of support is the 65K weekly order block, which is also respecting this red trend line. So higher lows are building. We've placed a new local high for the first time in over a month. Bulls are defending the line. If we take out 72K to 74K, I believe it opens the door for $90,000. Now, the reason for this is because Bitcoin had a previous sort of rising channel or rising wedge that it formed in the past, and when it lost 90K, it just capitulated to 60. Now, if Bitcoin is busy building this base, this is where we're going to get the opportunity to break 74K and push up to $90,000 and retest that supply. Right? Retest that level that we've broken down from. Now, that would also potentially mark a bullish structure shift. If Bitcoin starts clearing 90K, the low at 60 may already be in, and we may not sweep down to this reload zone. However, if we do, again, it's nothing but opportunity. So regardless of how you look at it, you might class me as a perma bull on Bitcoin. You could say that. Historically speaking, when Bitcoin has these 80, 90, 70% corrections, it's always recovered. Fear has always returned into bullish price action. So I fear not, let's put it that way. Now, with Bitcoin wrapped up, let's look at our trades. Remember, we have a trading environment where we're taking $10,000 to 100K. I'll break down this dashboard a little bit more later. But looking at our actual trading environments at the moment, Ethereum is doing fantastically well. Now, we noted at 2.2K that we was running into a level of supply, so we was waiting for a retracement back down into the green order block at 1.9K for a re-entry, and we got just that. it did look a little bit fearful. Price did come back down into the sort of stop loss territory, but the buyers defended that low, and now price is respecting these higher lows. Look, if Ethereum on this trade starts to take out 2K, that's when we're looking for that push up to our TP target at 2.2K. So this trade's going exceptionally well. We got the entry at 19.8. Right now we're sitting at 2K. Higher lows are building over time. The bulls are defending this higher low trend line. And right now we're looking to meet that target. So this trade is going fantastically well. Now let's look at Chainlink. Now Chainlink's an interesting one. We've had two setups on Link over the last sort of week or two. And the first one was a long, right? And what we was waiting for was to go up to sort of $9.70, which is the current TP target, but we started to show weakness. Now on that weakness, and when we just ran shy of the TP target, this is where we took profit, right? We brought our stop loss up to break even, and we took profit on the trade. In fact, I think we took, if we look at the trading environment, yeah, we took $210 on Link on our last trade. Now, after we saw the weakness, we thought it'd be worth capitalizing again and looking for a re-entry. So we got back into the trade at roughly $8.79. Now, since getting back in, price again did sweep very close to the stop loss, but just like Ethereum, the bulls are defending the higher low structure. It's been placing higher lows over time. Now, with that being said, the $8.85 liquidity level that we've also noted for the past couple of days is being respected. So if Link does start pushing through this green block, this is where our trade could be executed and we could secure that profit, right, at sort of $9.70. However, even if Link does sort of come back any further here before looking for another break, we've still got this higher low trend line to respect as support before looking for that attempt. So it kind of correlates with Bitcoin as well, our trading environment, because Bitcoin's building these higher lows, right? So bullish structure is there. Hence why we're long on Ethereum, which is also building higher lows on the lower time frames. It does have resistance above that it needs to clear, but nonetheless, we're looking to capitalize on the run to that resistance in this trade. And again, similarly with Link, like Ethereum and Bitcoin, it's holding a higher level of support, and we're long on this, going really well, looking to run up to our TP targets. So both of these trades are going exceptionally well. Now let's look at Night. This is a new trade setup, so we're not actually executed in the position yet. Now this is a double position. This is something we haven't done before on the channel when we're looking to capitalize on. So to break down the structure, what we noticed on Night is that it had this low from early February, and it started creating this sort of wedge structure. It had a broadening level of resistance and support. And when it lost the support of this structure, it started showing weakness. Now in this weakness, is where we're looking to capitalize. The fact that it's broke down from this structure signals that it's looking to retrace to where the pattern actually formed, which is back down on this yellow line from early February, back down on the early February lows. So we thought, okay, whilst this is in downfall and we're seeing the bearish momentum, why not try to catch a short on the way down to this liquidity pocket? Right, so we've got an entry waiting at 0.046 on Night on the 4-hour time frame, waiting to come back down into this liquidity, and then we'll secure the short, take the profit, and look to go long. So we've had the breakout structure to these highs, created resistance, lost the structure. We're now seeing bearish weakness. We're looking to execute a short back down to the same low from early February, secure that profit, sweep the liquidity, and then look to enter long back up to where we're falling from. So this is very calculated. You know, hopefully it goes well. We're going to find out. But nonetheless, it's a new trade setup we're watching on top of our already existing ETH and Link setups. So, guys, if you want to come and join in all of these trades, if you want to find these trades yourself, we've got a free Telegram channel and the link is in the description. Come and join our community. Come and join the fun. All the stop losses, all the take profits, the execution, it's all shared there. So come and join our community and get involved. Now, with that in mind, let's look at our profits precision dashboard. This is, guys, if you're not familiar, this is where we monitor all our trades. And we're taking an account from $10,000 to $100,000. Right now, the account is up 1.3K. We're sitting at 13% in profit on this challenge. And we've taken 11 trades. We've got a 63% win rate. And our largest win over loss is $500 to $100. The average profit is $124. So we are active in this environment, guys. We are active in many, many trades, right? And you can use this dashboard to keep everything logged on one platform. It's extremely transparent, and I use it daily to update everybody. The link for this is also in the description. So you can use the free profits precision dashboard, and you can also join the free Telegram to capitalize on the new trades we're looking at and the existing ones if you're following along. Now, to summarize the video, Bitcoin is at a major discount zone, and if it sweeps any lower, is approaching the reload zone that has historically only 2 times in the past offered major opportunity before the run to new all-time highs. The 3-day chart is printing higher low structure. Bulls are defending the weekly order block, and if we break 74K, the push to 90K is opening up. ETH is going fantastically well, holding higher lows of support, looking to reach our TP. Link is the same, bullish structure is building, and Knight is waiting to capitalize on this double trade opportunity, catching a short before looking for the long. I hope you've enjoyed the content. Again, join our free Telegram if you want to stay up to date with the community, and also you can get 30 days of free access on this dashboard. The link is in the description. I'll see you in the next update.